أعوذ بالله من الشيطان غير الرجيم ومن الذكر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين بالقاسم محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين وسيد الخلق أجمعين وعلى بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه الغر المنتجبين. إخواننا في حلقة جديدة مع الشيخ المعالج أبو عرب. إخواننا، أعتبر نفسي واحد من أقوى المعالجين الروحانيين على وجه الأرض بالعلاج من بعيد، علاج البيوت المسكونة والمستشفيات المسكونة والقصور المسكونة والفلل المسكونة وأي شيء مسكون بالجن حتى ولو كانت جزيرة، وكذلك أي إنسان بمس أو جن أو سحر أستطيع أن أعالجه من بعيد. يعني لو اجتمع سحرة العالم على إنسان وسحره، أقسم بالله العظيم صادقا أستطيع أن أعالجه من بعيد في أي مكان على وجه الأرض. فقط أحتاج اسمه واسم أبوه واسم جده وعنوان سكن، ابتداء من اسم الدولة انتهاء برقم الدار. للتواصل أترك رقم تليفوني دائما في أول تعليق، واللي ما ينزل على التعليقات رقم تليفوني هو 009647803564. هذا واتساب وإيمو وفايبر. طبعا اليوم جايب لكم لقطات عن بيوت مسكونة بالجن، أرجو أن تنال إعجابكم.
Top 5 scary ghost videos caught on camera. The new apartment. The first video comes from the TikTok page, username Who0. The person who runs the page decided to move into a new apartment located somewhere in Poland, which seemed great at first. But not long after settling in, he started to notice some strange events occurring around the house at night time, which eventually grew stronger to the point he could no longer ignore it. So, on one night he hears some disturbing sounds around the house and decides to start recording these events. What he captures is undeniably chilling.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś, właśnie takie dziwne hałasy. Ja pierdolę, co to? Jak? Co to? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
On another night, he hears some intense banging that just won't stop no matter how long he ignores it for. So he is left with no choice but to go and check it out.
Ej, tak chyba od pół godziny cały czas mi coś nawala w drzwi.
Startled after a chair comes sliding out of nowhere, he ends the video abruptly, and on the next night, the terror returns.
Ja pierdolę. What? What the fuck? Nie, ja pierdolę. jest, kurwa?
As he passes through the hallway, he looks into the kitchen, which seems all in order at first. But just seconds later, after he turns the tap off and heads back to the same area, we can see that the kitchen is now a mess, with cupboard doors open and the chair on the floor, which gave him quite a fright. Now, for the next night, he decides to lock himself inside his room and completely ignore everything. But in the end, this would only serve to anger this entity and make things much worse.
Dzisiaj tak spędzam noc. Hej! Ja pierdolę!
After spending 2 nights locked inside his room, it is now the 6th of January, and the paranormal activity has intensified. And what he captures next is absolutely terrifying.
Kurwa, znowu! Oh fuck! What the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa! What the fuck? Kurwa!
A few days later, on the 10th of January, he went out, and when he returned home late in the evening, an unpleasant surprise awaited him.
Ja pierdolę. Co tu się kurwa dzieje? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ja pierdolę. Kurwa! What the fuck? Nie.
Even in his own bedroom, he isn't safe.
Ej, ja pierdolę, naprawdę już mam dość. Cały czas słyszę, jakby mi coś kurwa chodziło po przedpokoju. Już naprawdę mam dość, nie mogę spać. Jak widzicie, specjalnie poprzesuwałem wszystkie rzeczy, bo kurwa mam już dość patrzenia na te pierdolone drzwi. Ja pierdolę. Nie. O kurwa, co jest? Nie.
This was the last bit of activity ever uploaded to the page, and no more updates were provided ever since this day, so it is unclear what the result of this Polish haunting was, but hopefully he moved out in time and everything stopped. But in the end, real ghost or not, you judge. Attached. YouTuber Michael D. McGee had a friend stay over one night, and the next day she said that she'll never stay over again because a chair moved by itself. Michael had also been hearing some strange banging noises around the house, but being a skeptic, he didn't believe it and eventually decided to set up some home security cameras to document his findings around the house. After capturing some small objects moving by themselves and acknowledging the existence of the paranormal, he then began to capture more and more, and on one day he heard some banging coming from upstairs and decided to go and check it out. What he captured was terrifying, to say the least.
Hello? I know you're in there, you may as well show yourself. Oh. This is getting old. It's getting louder. Hello? I know you're in there, you may as well show yourself. Oh. This is getting old. Well, you've got then. Can you do anything else for me?
A black shadow figure just quickly goes across the doorway from left to right. But as soon as he enters the room, there is nothing to be found, and the door quickly slams shut on its own. Shadow figure just quickly goes across the doorway from left to right. But as soon as he enters the room, there is nothing to be found, and the door quickly slams shut on its own, along with the light and TV mysteriously turning on. On another night, he hears banging coming from downstairs this time, and is hesitant to check it out at first. But the sounds don't seem to be letting up, so he has to go and check it out. And this is what he captures.
It's 10:10. I'm in the house on my own again. Mike and Charlie have gone off to some house party somewhere. And it started banging downstairs. It's been going for about 5 minutes. I've been hesitating. I really don't want to go down, but it's not stopping this time, and it's getting louder. You can hear it now. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna see what's up. Hello? Mike, Charlie. It's coming from there. Actually, kind of sounds like it's coming from outside. Can't see. Hello? Fuck. Hello? Fuck is that? Hello? Fuck this. No. Come on. Fuck it.
He notices some movement in the upper window and quickly rushes back up, only to find nothing there. Fed up with all the activity, he quickly packs some stuff and decides to leave the place for the night. But it doesn't end there. After returning home, he checks the whole place and finds nobody there, but soon starts hearing noises once again, this time on the staircase. And you know that can't be good. Take a look.
Okay, it's like the middle of the day. I'm the only person in the house, and just heard some footsteps going up and down the stairs. I've checked all the rooms. There is nobody in. It's been doing it for about 10 minutes. There it is again. Okay. Camera this time.
What sounds like someone walking up and down the stairs can be heard before it charges straight up towards Michael, slamming the door behind it. He quickly checks the bathroom out but finds nothing. He eventually moved houses after this, but it seems that the activity gradually followed as if it were attached to him and not the house. But once again, I'll let you be the judge. If over at a telephone office, somewhere in Costa Rica, and as the only guard present on the site, it's his job to do the rounds on the premises. But on one night while doing his rounds, he notices some unexplainable occurrences and decides to get his phone out to record. Take a look.
Que se escuchan ruidos extraños en el baño. Está sonando ahí. Se oye al fondo ahí. Por Dios, vea la silla. Santo Dios. Por Dios, qué susto me pegué.
He captures some creepy activity inside the office building. Unfortunately, not much else is known about the footage, but I'm assuming if this is real, then he probably quit or transferred somewhere else. Let me know what you think. The car. The first video comes from the TikTok user Garcia1978, who works in a car junkyard facility, which is full of mashed up cars from accidents, as you would expect. But throughout his whole time working at the junkyard, nothing out of the ordinary ever happened. That is, until one day, he started to experience bizarre occurrences, like hearing someone moving objects and making banging sounds when there is nobody present. This happens often in warehouse number 2. And one day, while recording the warehouse to show what the facility looks like, he accidentally captures something creepy.
¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Hello? ¿Quién anda ahí? Hola. Está bien. Hola. Faltan 2. Hay unos vidrios. Ya ni voy a cerrar la puerta, ya me voy. Chingada aquí.
When he enters the warehouse, intense banging can be heard immediately, but no one is ever found. A few days later, something strange happens with one of the cars. Watch closely.
Sí, aquí han pasado muchos accidentes feos. Llegan con casi como por mitad. Estoy solo aquí en el trabajo. Miren, les presento al Audi, el perrón. Se les voy a mostrar un poco de adentro. La persona se mató. Ahí tiene unos cuantos agujeros arriba. De adentro pues no tiene nada, está todo, ya tiene, creo tiene como casi 5 años. Ya van para 5 años que el carro está aquí. Siempre lo han querido apachurrar, por eso tiene esas X. ¿Sí ven esas cruces? Lo han querido apachurrar, pero como tiene muchas cosas buenas todavía, tiene los switches, el volante, los asientos todavía están. No les quiero enseñar mucho porque ya me borraron un video. Pues sí, así está el carrito. De aquí del interior está. Ay, güey. Se quiso menear solo. Espérate. Ay, qué chingada, madre. Pinche susto me sacaste, man. ¿Qué pasó aquí? Raza, el carro ya se quiere ir solo. Ya me voy, ya son las 6:59. Ya casi falta poco para oscurecer y aquí estoy solo y ya me está dando miedo.
All these cars have been destroyed from tragic accidents in the past, which has resulted in a loss of many lives. It is said that the energy from all these deaths remains, and sometimes the spirit of the owner stays bound to the car. And this isn't the first time this particular car has been seen doing the unthinkable.
Aquí un día lluvioso, trabajando. shit. Se me está yendo el carro, córrele. Córrele, alcánzalo. ¡Ey! ¡Ey! ¡Espérate! Se me fue, alcánzalo, holy shit. Ok, vamos a ir a ver el carro, el Audi que camina solo, está en el mismo lugar, que según dicen que lo andaban manejando, que no sé qué pedo, que a lo mejor el turbo quería, está detallado. A ver si ahorita no se quiere ir solo. Ahí está, raza.
He then goes to examine the car but is unable to find out why it's moving so fast on its own. We can see that there may be a slight decline on the ground, but it doesn't explain how the car is able to move so easily on multiple occasions, especially when the back tire is missing. And why is this the only car that moves? A few days later, Garcia is out doing work in the junkyard with his son, and the boy sees something chilling.
Stop! Look! You see?
No.
No, look! I think she's walking! It's a girl!
¿Dónde?
You didn't see her?
No.
I think that's... She's walking! You did not see her?
¿Dónde?
Allá! Where'd she go? I don't see her. She was like that.
¿Dónde?
She was like right there. You see that truck, that, gun on it?
Ajá.
Yeah, right there. I saw her.
A ver, ¿dónde? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde?
Right here.
¿Cómo era?
Huh?
¿Cómo era?
Right here.
¿Dónde caminó?
I saw she went this way. I thought she went, I see. All the people I saw she was, but then she disappeared. But I think she also went that side too.
The boy sees a creepy woman just strolling around the scrapped cars in the junkyard. But when Garcia and his son stop to take a look, they find nothing there. It seems this woman just up and vanished behind one of the cars. And this area isn't easily accessible, so there shouldn't be any normal people walking by. After watching the footage, Garcia was shocked at what he saw, leaving him to conclude that this must be the spirit of the former Audi owner attempting to get in her car and drive away. So is this a real ghost caught on camera? Let me know. The Ouija board. The next video comes from the YouTube channel G&D Studios. Approximately 2 years ago, two of the younger siblings in the family thought it would be a good idea to try out the Ouija board, but as the next few days pass, they would come to notice strange and creepy things happening in their home, eventually realizing this must have been due to not closing the Ouija board session, so they quickly went to close it. Unfortunately, it has already been a few days, and something has made itself known inside the home. This started off with very little but noticeable events, which have steadily grown stronger over time, to the point where they have just decided to get some home security cameras set up to monitor these events. 2 years have already passed, so they are mostly used to the everyday occurrences, as you can tell by their reactions. And the parents often find themselves being woken up in the middle of the night. After setting up a camera in their bedroom, you can see how. Just after the mum goes to the bathroom, something pulls the covers straight from the dad, causing him to sit up and look around. Over the next few weeks, the cameras will continue to capture more chilling activity. The activity has been getting more hostile as it gets stronger, and it is now causing accidents around the house. After using the Ouija board with no experience or preparations, something bad happening is almost inevitable. But whether this is a real haunting or not, I'll let you judge. Unseen resident. TikTok user Margarita Dazon recently moved into a new house, and ever since then her son has begun talking to someone or something she isn't able to see, and he has even been playing games with this unseen person. She assumed it was normal, and he was just playing with an imaginary friend like most children do. That is, until one day the security camera set up in her son's bedroom sends an alert that motion is detected in the room. She thought it was just her son waking up, but the camera saw things differently.
So before I left the house for a drive, my son was asleep. Pay attention. Armani, you need to go to bed, okay, baby? You hear me? What happened, baby? You hear me? I love you. Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
We can see a creepy mist-like figure fly across the camera, and the boy kept insisting he needed to tell his mum something when she got back. And when she finally got home to her son, he then told her that someone was in his room, and that's when she had no doubt in her mind that his imaginary friend is indeed real. Alone but not alone. The next video comes from the TikTok page, The Bonehead, although I'm not sure the original source. In the footage, a security guard can be seen talking to someone, but on the security camera, there doesn't seem to be anyone there. What starts off as a regular conversation for the security guard quickly turns into a nightmare.
Who is he talking to? Dispatch to 329. Yes, sir. Who are you talking to? Did you say Miss Abigail?
Yes, ma'am. She said she wants to see Mr. Griffin, and I told her that the guy was lost, that she should come tomorrow morning, and she might see Mr. Griffin.
Are you sure you're saying Miss Abigail? Like, she's been passed on for 2 years now.
Come again with that, please?
Miss Abigail she died 2 years ago.
You mean you can't see the person I'm talking to?
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
It turns out the woman named Abigail, who he is supposedly talking to, has passed away more than 2 years ago. The guard is terrified when he realizes that the person he is talking to isn't there, and quickly makes a run for his life. Perhaps this was the work of a demon taking the form of a woman in an attempt to lure this man somewhere off camera. Or could it be an act or something else entirely? As always, the final judgment is yours to make.